Guys, Marvels is finally out. Our third and final MCU movie for 2023, which is quite sad to say. So we're going to give you guys our opinion on the movie and how we found it, but this time with spoilers. So if you haven't seen the Marvels and don't want to hear any spoilers or anything that will spoil your experience, then check out our non-spoiler review and come back and watch this spoiler review straight away afterwards. But yeah, this is our spoiler review, so let's get going. But before we start, please like and subscribe and share and comment down below with your thoughts on the Marvels. Did you enjoy it? Did you like getting to see Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Monica all working together in one movie? How did you find the action scenes, the credit, all of those? Let us know everything down below. So one thing I'll say that they did wrong is that they revealed way too much in the more recent teasers and trailers that they put out. They revealed way too much. And it basically made me think, you know how people like usually say when they see a rom-com trailer, they're like, oh, this is so predictable. I know how this whole movie's going to go.
Yeah.
It's basically like that. It made the whole thing so predictable. So I guess that might have ruined some people's experiences, which is really sad. I'm really glad I watched it before and got to tell Grace, like, to stay away from it. It will definitely ruin your experience, because Grace's excitement at seeing Valkyrie and also the mid-credit scene, amazing. Yeah, but yeah, that's just my little rant. But basically, I think Marvel need to make the trailers and teasers they put out a lot less revealing. But yeah. So we're gonna begin talking about the movie and then we'll move on to the mid-credit scene after. So I know a lot of people aren't expecting a lot from this movie. They haven't got high expectations. They're not really thinking it's going to do really well, especially with the runtime. And some people, for the people who are in the movie, I'm not going to go into all of that because that's not what this is about. But to be honest, I thought the movie was pretty decent. It's not the best thing that Marvel have put out, but it's definitely not the worst. What really stood out to me is getting to see the three, like Captain Marvel, Monica, and Miss Marvel interact. Their chemistry was really good. Like they really they're such a nice group together, and I hope that we get to see all three of them again at some point. But yeah, the interaction between all three of them, just getting to see all of their fight scenes, all of their chat and all of that stuff, it just really brought up the movie and just made all of those characters a lot more likable. I mean, I already really liked Kamala, and actually just saying that she was the standout in the whole movie. She definitely pulled that movie and made it so much more better. But yeah, just getting to see all three of them together is definitely something I didn't think that we needed, but after watching this, we need it again. They were just really good. The action scenes, we saw quite a bit of it in the trailers. Again, they revealed too much. I think they revealed every single action scene they showed as well. But anyway, I thought the action scenes were really good. I really enjoyed all of them. Getting to watch all of them, I found them really intense, but also I thought they were really well done as well. They were nice to watch. They were different because, you know, getting to see like how when they start using their powers, they sort of like switch places and stuff. That was really cool, and I thought that was really well done, and made it made the movie actually more enjoyable for me, in my opinion. So I'm hoping that you guys actually watched the movie before, you know, before we actually talk about all the spoilers. But I'm going to leave this one for Grace. But all I'm going to say is the tease with Kate Bishop appearing in the movie with Kamala and the whole setup for the Young Avengers, amazing. We heard about all of this stuff before. We heard that perhaps there was going to be some sort of peek about this in one of the credit scenes for Ant-Man 3, which never happened, but it's finally happened. So, but yeah, I'm gonna let Grace talk about the Young Avengers, because that's where she was really excited. I had to calm her down because she was getting really worked up about that. But yeah, anyway, talk about that a little later. What I didn't like about the movie, I guess, I mean, the movie is pretty simple. It's very basic. There's not really big plot twist. It's pretty much just one whole thing there actually is no plot twist, to be honest. And I was thinking about it, there is no plot twist. It was just like, it was just a simple story. So I think that's where the issue was. Like, there was no big stakes. Like, there was no, like, I get that at the end, Monica is set off into a parallel universe, and then, Captain Marvel's upset and stuff. But there is no like big plot twist or something that really motivates the characters to like keep going, or like they have this really big mission or something. Like there's nothing really big that's driving them. So I think that's where a lot of my criticism is coming from. Basically, they were just lacking plot. It was just too simple, it was too basic, and there was nothing to it. Another thing, one of the other big things as well for me was the villain. I absolutely love a lot of the Marvel villains they've put out, like Ego, High Evolutionary. I've just named 2 Guardians of the Galaxy villains. Sorry, guys. but there are others as well. There's like Thanos and Loki. But yeah, we're gonna leave all those. But basically, I want to just focus on Dar-Benn. From the trailers and stuff, I thought she seemed really cool. Like she seemed really powerful, really scary. And then watching the movie, it was like we barely saw her. Was she actually a villain? Now I understand her reasons. Like she wants to protect her people, and that's really noble. That's something like Thanos was also thinking. Doesn't again make both of them right with what they're doing, but they kind of have that same kind of purpose, the same reasoning. But we never really got to see like that's what I'm saying. Like there was no stakes for Carol or Miss Marvel or Monica, like to try and stop her. Like I get that they want to protect Earth and stuff, and they wanted to protect Carol's husband's planet as well and all of that, but nothing really happened from that. Now, another thing also about the villain is that she's portrayed as being very evil and stuff, but we never really actually get to see any of her evil acts. Like when we compare it to the High Evolutionary, we got to see how he treated Rocket and all of Rocket's friends. We got to see like all of that, but we never really got to see Dar-Benn actually, do harm. Like she barely fought. And also the ending part, like, was really, really badly done. Like that last fight scene, absolutely rubbish. Like that was such a waste. They had so much potential to make that so good. And then she gets like a wound, and then she fights, and then she gets both bangles, and then she's off in space, and then Carol takes the bangles, and that really sounds so boring. Like if someone was to just read that out to me, I'd be like, what on earth am I watching? But yeah, saying all of this, I think the main 2 problems was the villain, lack of plot. I think if they had flashed both out, this movie could have done a lot more better. But really stand out to me was getting to see Kamala Khan and getting to see her experience the meeting Carol, which honestly I feel like is how all of us would be if we were to meet some of our favorite superheroes and stuff. Like I know definitely that's how I'd be, getting to meet like Groot or getting to meet Daredevil or like Thor. Like that would be literally how I'd be. So that was really nice getting to see. Nick Fury, he definitely has improved since Secret Invasion. He's so much more better. I really enjoyed him in this movie. Getting to see Kamala's family as well, amazing. Main point, Goose Flurkins, loved it. I'm not a cat person, but I loved it. I thought that was cute. Like all those cats just like crawling in. I was like, this is actually like cute, like little baby little cats and stuff. Ellie is absolutely gonna fall in love with it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, she will be.
But yeah, the movie is definitely a 6 out of 10. Nothing great, but it's okay. It's worth a watch, but don't get too excited and hyped about it, because it's definitely not going to reach that.
Right, so in the beginning, I was a big fan of Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel, of course. And so it was great to see those 2 and Monica brought in together. They were a great trio as well, and like a perfect short team as well. They work well together. And like Emily said, the switching roles part was really impressive. Like I don't know how the editor done it, but it was really, really good. And it was quite an interesting part of the story as well. I have to agree. I would rate this as a 6 out of 10. Like before the film, I heard of some reviews. I'm like, why would you think this is bad? It's probably really good. Like, look at the visual effects. But after watching it, I can see it. So the story was lacking a main plot, really. Like, I get it, the main was basic, was too simple. It was about Captain Marvel trying to save lives and also trying to stop a person destroying lives. But there was nothing much. Like, there was no more plot twist. There was no not much surprises really during the middle. And to be honest, I feel like they were playing too safe. Like I felt like there wasn't like many deaths or like sudden shocks really. I didn't feel like I gasp or something, you know. But yeah, I also feel like for Captain Marvel, I feel like her character development has gone a bit downhill. Like I could imagine what they were trying to do. So she basically is causing Hala nearly to extinction, and she's trying to maybe try to find redemption, especially after Monica's mum, Maria, has died. And I can understand that, but I feel like they didn't really explore that much in this film. So I felt like it was a bit of a shame, really. I felt like they should explore more of her character personally, like as Carol Danvers and not just as Captain Marvel, if that makes sense. Nice to see Monica back in, and I like the intention, like the intense like struggle between her and Carol, because especially during the blip and especially after being left for a long time. But I felt like while there was intense like struggles between them, and we could see it was upsetting for Captain Marvel, but I didn't get emotional about it, if that makes sense. I just, again, I feel like if they explore that more, I would have got emotional. My favorite character is Miss Marvel, of course. Yeah, she was great. I felt like because she's a teenager, she's got so much passion, so much innocence. And when she got dragged into this hero business, like she wanted to, but she also quickly had to face like the struggles and the consequences of like some of her actions. Like sometimes when she's fighting, there's also people's lives at risk, and she gets to see that, and we can see like she's can't handle it because again she's a kid, and that is relatable, and that's what I really love about her. It's nice that we get to see more of her family being involved in the story as well, because yeah, they're a big part of our story as well. Nick Fury is good. It was great to see him again, and Emily was right that he was a bit better than in Secret Invasions. Goose, oh, I love that cat. And the little kittens. Oh, I was like, oh my God, that's so cute. It was a bit scary though when they started eating people, but that was so funny. Because that kind of felt like that was more of a Guardians of the Galaxy thing. Like it was a bit too dark humor, but it was so good. Speaking of comedy, I don't think this was much of a comedy film as like Guardians of the Galaxy or Thor 4, which was good because I think Marvel does need to dial down the comedy, but I also feel like they still need to add a little bit of like humor in some ways, if you know what I mean. And yeah, but the main fail of this, I think, is the villain. Like she was good. We can tell she's got a good motive for her evil actions, but she just didn't like kind of she just didn't fit in that category of being a evil villain. Like she probably have killed people with her commands, but she didn't actually personally killed anyone. So I felt like that was the weak link. Like she wasn't threatening enough. She didn't I don't know how to describe it, but she just didn't reach that top of like Thanos, Loki, or Vulture, or anything like any of those top, or the High Evolutionary, like all of them, like they go so far just to get what they want. I didn't feel that way from her, which is a shame, really. And the fact that she's gone now, which is a real big shame. Marvel needs to stop cutting off their villains because if they save them, they can make them better. I love the visual effects, like because recently Marvel the CGI hasn't been quite good, but in this one it has been pretty well done, especially with the swapping roles. But yeah, they've been really great. And another downside of this film is the climax, like because we got a lot of action fight scenes, which was really good. But I felt like the ending didn't like the final fight scene wasn't so great. Like I felt like it was good seeing the trio fighting against the main villain, but I felt like there should have been something else, something much bigger. You know what I mean? Like, and also I felt like we should have seen like one of the characters maybe like grow to be so powerful, like, you know, like Thor in Ragnarok, where he became just Thor and then he became super lightning Thor, something like that, like Captain Marvel. Or maybe I was hoping for Miss Marvel to become like in big and like actually giant and big, and that would be really cool. But yeah, that it was a shame. And the ending, oh my god, Kate Bush, I was like, what the F is she doing here? Like, but then we see Miss Marvel saying what she wants to put out here. I'm like, yes, 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 yes. Young Avengers, finally! Because we got introduced to some of the members, like Wanda's kids, and then Kate Bush as well. And I mean, there might be a kid Loki. Oh, and also there was a kid in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But yeah, they're building to that, and I'm hoping they're gonna bring them all in soon, like really soon, like maybe for Avengers Secret Wars or after Captain America or something. But they need to bring them soon, because I think this will be really good, and I feel like we need the Avengers again. That's what started the MCU. The main part, we need the Avengers for sure. Yeah, it was great seeing Kate Bishop seeing her. And there's been a lot of like surprise cameos, like Valkyrie. What? Like, I was not expecting her to come in for sure. But yeah, it was nice seeing her. But it did leave like a little bit of a plot hole for Secret Invasions. If the Skrulls were refugees, why couldn't they come to New Asgard and just live there? Because they will live freely. That was, yeah, that would have kind of leave a big plot hole. So yeah, that's that's kind of my insight of the film. So yeah, I think, should we go to the mid credits, Emily?
Yeah, let's talk about the mid credits. So, quick recap. So, Monica crosses over to a parallel universe and wakes up in a medical facility and sees a woman sitting next to her who she recognizes to be her mom, Maria Rambeau, who died in Monica's reality in her universe. But her mom is confused and doesn't recognize Monica. And then Beast enters and explains to Monica that Maria, aka Binary, found her floating in space and she's from a different universe. And Beast, who is played by Kelsey Grammer, the same guy from the X-Men movies from Fox, drops Charles's name into the conversation as well. But basically, Monica is now in a parallel timeline and has to figure out how to get back home with Beast, Binary, Charles, and possibly the X-Men's help. So Binary is basically that universe's version of Captain Marvel, and Binary actually in the comics is Carol Danvers' most powerful form. So in this universe, it seems like Maria has taken over the role of Binary or Captain Marvel from Carol. So from the comics, Binary actually joins the X-Men in a mission after Rogue takes their powers and ends up getting experimented on by the Brood, and her DNA is changed, and that's how she becomes Binary. So that's probably that's probably what happened to Maria as well in that universe. But now I think the question that probably everybody's going to ask is like, which universe is Monica in now? Is it like from a Fox X-Men movie? Is it Earth 838? Is it X-Men 97 maybe? Could it be from like the Deadpool Wolverine, like, one of those universes?
Yeah.
Or could it just be like another one?
Yeah, there's so many questions.
Yeah.
That's running through my mind. The first one was like, what the hell is Beast doing there? Like, I was not expecting me. I was expecting like maybe, because when I saw Maria back, I was thinking, oh, is it going to be like a similar universe to what was it, 838? Yeah, like Mr. Fantastic maybe. But then when I saw the blue head, I'm like, holy shit, Beast! I was like, and it's the same actor. I mean, he hasn't changed a bit, literally. But it's so good to see him, like, because there was one question that was, now you mentioned that Maria's joined the X-Men. I thought, what, is she a mutant now? Like, because I never because I never thought like Carol would be a mutant, really. But if she did, that, I mean, still be pretty cool though. But yeah, the question is it the same universe for Deadpool? Like Monica could be in Deadpool 3 now. That would make so much sense. Oh, there's just so many things rumbling in the mind right now. Like, so many things could happen, but yeah. how is she gonna get back? I mean, she probably needs to find Miss America to help her get back, but yeah, it's great that we're reading the X-Men now, because now we know that Kamala is a mutant. So it'd be interesting to see them like trying to bring them together now. And besides the main plot, I think the cameo, the mid credits and the cameo at the end with Kate Bishop were like the best bits of this film for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool just getting to see another mutant in the MCU. Now we've got
and you
Charles,
know what?
we've got Miss Marvel, we've got Namor, and now we've got Beast. Yeah.
And
cool.
to be
What
honest,
did you?
I was gonna say, like, if they were gonna bring like an X-Men connection, I thought it was either gonna be Charles or Wolverine, but Beast was unexpected. I think that's what I like about that, because we will probably never expect like someone like the other characters. So him coming in was a great surprise, and I really loved that. And oh wow, it's gonna be so cool. Oh yeah, and I also forgot. I thought I forgot this character's name, but I thought the actor Jude Law was gonna appear, because I know he's basically another villain for Captain Marvel. So I thought he was gonna come back for a, I don't know, like a mid-credit scene in Secret Revenge or something. I don't know, but I wonder where he's at now. He might be the next villain for the Marvels too. Who knows? But yeah, so that's our spoiler review today. So we hope you guys enjoyed it, and you could tell us in the comments if you enjoyed the film, who was your favorite character, and was there something you didn't like about the film, and also who was your favorite cameo? Was it Valkyrie, Kate Bishop, or the Beast? Tell us, guys. We would love to hear your opinions. Before you leave, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay all day for our next future videos. You can also check out our non-spoiler review if you want, or you could check out other reviews we've done in the past, like Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3, Ant-Man 3, and some we've done last year that I can't remember. We also done some Disney reactions and reviews, games, pranks, the whole lot. Check them out, guys. They're on our channel. We also got Twitter, Instagram. If you follow us, we will definitely follow you back. That's a promise. We also got a website Emily has made for us. This tells you about us, the team, and some of the videos we've done in the past 2 years. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you enjoy our review about the Marvels, and yeah, we will see you next time. Bye.